Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Inshallah, today we'll be starting the 6th class, going through Surah An-Nisa, and Surah An-Nisa starting Surah Al-Ma'idah as well. And a couple of the main topics today is, in this video, has been mentioned about zulm, oppression. When one person, takes away the haqq and the right of another person, it's called zulm actually. So, what should be happening? Whether the person should take a revenge or not. But there are three things being said. For when one person does zulm and oppresses the other person, one or three things the person should react to. Number one, they should go to the judge, the qadi, if they're Islamic state, and complain to him. The most easiest way. Number two, if that's not the case, if he doesn't go, he can solve it by himself, and that's called revenge. But that's when the part comes in Surah An-Nahl. It's being explained a bit more in detail way that وَإِنْ عَاقَبْتُمْ فَعَاقِبُوا بِمِثْلِ مَا عُوقِبْتُمْ. The word mithl Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used, saying that you can take revenge in Morris Mafhumas, when you're being tortured, punished, whatsoever, treated ill, you can take the revenge, but make sure you take the revenge in the same amount of manner, the same amount of taklif you're being given, you give it to the next person. Even a little bit, even an atom, saying this in a particular way that even an atom within the size must receive of more, exceeding the basic limit, and you will be called zalim in the court of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Not that person who did zulm on you actually, because you went beyond the limits. Or the best of the best is forgive. As Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, wa'afu amman zalama, that forgive that person who oppresses you. And the last and foremost about Isa alayhi salatu wasalam, that as our aqidah, that Isa alayhi salatu wasalam is being raised up to the heavens. What happened actually, this is the story being mentioned a little bit in more detailed way that what actually Jews think about Isa alayhi salam. What happened? The story was, there are two versions. Number one, when Jews, they came together and planned out to kill Na'udhu Billah Isa alayhi salatu wasalam. What happened was Isa and his Hawariyeen, his companions, like Sahaba were the companions of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Hawariyeen were the companions of Isa Alayhi Salam. They gathered in one house, and Isa Alayhi Salam made a small announcement that which of my Hawari, which of my friend, companion will sacrifice his life for me, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala will give him my companionship in Jannah. So one of them, he stood up. Isa ﷺ gave him his kurta, gave him his shirt as well as his turban. And the person went outside. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala turned his face into the same, basically making the same face as a duplicate of Isa ﷺ, and he was made shaheed. That's one version. Another version of the story is one Jew called Pain Dalu, some sort of Iranian Greek name. This person, he said, I'm going to kill Isa ﷺ. And he went in the house where Isa ﷺ was there to kill him. In the house he went. So Isa ﷺ was in the house. At the time he went in the house, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala raised Isa ﷺ to the heaven, the same moment. Unfortunately, when he came out, by that time his face was changed at the same face of Isa ﷺ. People thought that this same Jew was one of their companions, Isa ﷺ, and he got executed. This was a small summary of the story, how Isa ﷺ was being raised towards the heaven, and what Jews actually thought, and that's the mistake they ended up making. And they still think, now Isa ﷺ got killed. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala